So let's go. Slide on over. Let's start this show. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What are you gonna handle? Podcast in the building. I'm the one and only JT the comedian, also known as Wanted, the melodic entertainer. Mr. Stripper to your girl. I make her laugh first, and I put hurting on her.
I'm 22 times the casually dressed, just got off of work because I'm not finished yet. Excuse the sweat. I'm a hard-working man.
And if you don't know now, you know. It's your boy RC, a.k.a. Mr. Turn Your Girl Upside Down, blowing her butt cheeks and play her like bagpipes.
We got a special guest in the building. Please, sir, introduce yourself.
Elijah the Barber, man.
Let's go. Out here on internet land. But yes, he is our special guest for the night. He is a wonderful comedian. I've shared a couple buildings with him before, and he remembered me. What was that?
You off camera?
I'm off camera?
Just a little bit. When
My bad. That means you messed up.
No.
It's okay. They can
This
hear
is on
voice.
Instagram.
All right, that's fine.
So I didn't mess up.
So Bruce the Dead. All right, Bruce. All right.
We good. There we go.
Calling you Bruce the Dead. See?
Joey.
It's okay.
Joey.
But we have a special guest in the building, and he's here for a reason. So we want him to talk about the reason that he's here.
Man, I'm on tour. Trust Issues tour. Trust Issues comedy special. Doing that February 8th, 2025. So I got to make my rounds.
Okay.
Philly is definitely a second home to me. The second city I actually was doing comedy in. I started my comedy journey in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and then worked my way over to Philadelphia and so on and so on. Last year I did my first special called Cutting Up. That's on YouTube now. And this next one I'm working on is called Trust Issues. It's going to be a little more personable.
Okay.
Yeah. So we brought him here today so he can talk to y'all about his special, talk to y'all about his comedy, his brand as himself. And, we like having people in the building. And it's good to have an experienced comedian in here to talk with us, to share their experiences, and, how life goes as a comedian. Because, as you know, more you can handle, we're comedians, we're word specialists, they call them poets, sometimes perverts, but whatever. But we're here. You know what I'm saying?
I am a delicate man who cares about women's feelings. Sorry, I don't know what to talk about.
And you have luxurious hair.
I do.
So I just want to say, I didn't know bananas had crumbs.
Just keep on bringing that up.
He is not
letting you go.
that.
I've never seen a banana with crumbs.
No, I was drunk that night.
Yes.
Goddamn Long Island.
First of all, you
gotta
gotta my book.
You gotta get the people background on why.
So get the people the background. Okay, background on this. What was that? Our open mic night, right? We had our open mic night at CNC's Comedy in the Corner.
And I had fun.
Celebrating birthdays, taking shots. We go to another bar. As soon as we get there, all he hear is, "Oh, Usher, this is my sugar honey iced tea." First of all, it was Neo. It was single. He run in front of them chick. He started taking his clothes off. Like pulling the shirt down, yeah. Sticking all in her face. She was wetted.
So he was essentially undressing himself.
Pretty much singing.
It was
every word.
It was the thing I had to do. I mean,
He has the video. I did record it.
Yeah.
Okay. You ain't gotta be alone. He get in the car. He was like, I need some Burger King. I said, listen, I got a banana. You want to eat that? He was like, yeah. Gave this man this banana. First of all, we men, we eat bananas. We don't break them off. We bite it. I'm just saying. It's a fruit. You eat it. All right. It's only food. It's like eating hot dogs. We don't call them glizzies. They're hot dogs. So he's eating this banana, spilling crumbs everywhere. Like I said, bananas and crumbs. Just talking, not knowing what he's saying.
I was in and out of sleep.
Was he? Snoring, chewing. Snoring, chewing. Hilarious. All right. It was a lovely night. Listen, we took care of each other. We got home safe. He didn't go to work next day. I knew that. Took him 10 minutes to get in the house. But that is the backstory. Maybe he'll post the pictures and videos tomorrow. But yes.
AKA Banana Crumbs. That's what we're going to get in next shirt.
The banana.
AKA Banana Crumbs.
And it was like the night that the banana split. That's how the banana crumbles.
But to the questions.
So,
the Barber.
Oh,
sir, I'm sorry. How long have you been doing comedy? What got you into the comedy world?
I'm going on 5 years in. I had it on the bucket list. I wanted to try it. I didn't have an opportunity to try it right away, so I wrote comedy for 2 years before I stepped on the stage. I had, poetry background, rap background, so the performing part wasn't tough. So like I said, I wrote jokes for 2 years, and I had an opportunity to go to Atlantic City, do an open mic, and my big homie OC Diesel came out support, and me, him, Mike, Mr. Young, a couple other comedians. We were all doing our thing. It was my first time on stage, and everybody agreed I had the best set that night. Like my first time doing it. So OC was like, "Yo, you gotta. I know this was a bucket list thing. You gotta keep doing it." So I remember driving home from AC, like, damn, do I really want to, do this comedy shit? I just want to do it one time. I said, "Fuck it." Like I told my wife, like, "Yo, I'm gonna do this comedy shit," and she was just like, "But you not funny."
Wow. Why do women do that?
Yeah. I'd be like, why did you give me the vagina?
Yeah.
Because I was funny.
Listen, it was like before I went to go do it, my mom said, "But you too serious of a person to do comedy." So those words was inspiration for me to do it. I did it, knocked it out the park the first time, and then was like, all right, I'm gonna keep doing it. So I start creating plans every year. Like, the first year I'm gonna just hit up all these open mics and try to get my name out there. Second year, I want to start getting booked for shows. But I also was already a promoter. So I was already throwing, rap events, battle rap events. I own 5 battle leagues. So I already knew the format of putting together an event and marketing and promotion. So I said I wanted to do comedy shows at some point. Like, I wanted to throw a comedy show before I wanted to be a comedian. You know what I'm saying? So by the time I'm already a year, almost 2 years in the game as a comedian, now I start dipping into my marketing bag and start throwing my own comedy shows. Started my own comedy club, which is a pop-up comedy club, CQ Comedy Club, and decided, okay, I want to do comedy shows in other states. So we started in Dover, Delaware. I'm from Jersey, but we started in Dover, Delaware. I did 2 shows in Dover, Delaware. Then we brought it to Jersey. Then we went back to Wilmington, Delaware. Then we came back to Jersey. And then we just went to Texas. Been in Texas. We was in Rochester, New York. We'll be in North Carolina and Charlotte, October. We'll be in Detroit in November. I'm taking Denny Live, Funny Mike, all of them to Detroit in November. So,
sound like you say taking more than you can handle podcast. But so
some of us have flight benefits.
So any buddy passes?
So at the end of the day, when I do open mics and I do shows, I'm doing my thing. I'm expanding my brand, but I'm also scouting, seeing what comedians is dope, because I want to bring comedians to my platform. I want to bring them to different cities, and I look at it like we can accomplish so much more if we work together. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no crazy ego. I'm not no selfish dude. When I throw my own comedy shows, I don't make myself the headliner. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of them hosts that's trying to do 30 minutes, you know what I'm saying, intros before bringing up the other comedians. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to pretty much be able to shine and be able to get some exposure.
Sound like shots.
No shots. I'm just
no, you pay attention. So how did you get your name?
Are you an actual barber? I'm a real barber, and I had to put the disclaimer out there when I do comedy, because people still ask me at the end of the show. So I've been cutting hair. Now it has been 21 years professionally in the shop. And when it came time for me to do comedy, I'm like, damn, what I'm gonna do? Like, what my comedy name gonna be?
Stories from the workshop.
And I was just like, yo, I need something. And I'm like, well, I'm Elijah the Barber. And most of my material is inspired based off barbershop talk. So I label myself as the king of barbershop talk comedy.
You know what's crazy?
Like that.
Is that you call yourself Elijah the Barber, and I remember hearing your name the first time, and then I saw your picture, and I was like, that is a fucking barber. That is a man who be telling stories and be telling the kids. He was like, see?
Hey, keep it.
Yeah, it was like, see, I told you to wash your hair. Look at this. I told you. Now you gotta walk around like that.
First time I went on stage, I actually wore an apron that said Elijah the Barber on it. That was my thing. Like the first couple shows, I had the apron on, and then I went through like transitions over a period of time of how I wanted my look and stuff to be. And I want to say, like, after like a year and a half in, I got booked for a show, and it was this lady who had a clothing line there. Come to find out, she was a stylist. So we linked, and then she became my stylist. She started making me custom blazers, hats and stuff.
Okay.
And I just wanted to kind of stand out when I went on stage and not, just have my own thing going on, and then people be able to see like, all right, that's the dude with the blazer, because I was a wrestling fan. So, growing up watching wrestling, Ric Flair used to come out with all the different color robes.
Okay.
So I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna have all the different color blazers. All the different color combinations or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta ask you this since you said you're a wrestling fan.
Besides the fact that he's a wrestling fan, you know what's funny about that? That you said that? That's what led a lot of the quote unquote male strippers and exotic entertainers to their costumes because of the flashiness of the wrestlers. How they came up.
Macho Man and all of them.
Can we give it up to the only white man to influence black culture? The only white man to influence black people far and wide.
Braggadocious, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was flashing. Like, you got the Floyd Mayweathers and all of those guys, man, mocking what it was that he had did. He took Nature Boy Buddy Roger style to a total different level.
I'm glad you know that.
Yeah, man, I'm a wrestler.
As a wrestling fan,
right? Yeah.
So who are your top 5 favorite single wrestlers? Your top 5 favorite tag team?
Oh man, let me try the tag team first. Art Foundation definitely got going there.
Give them 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, from the bottom up?
Yeah, from the bottom up. If you can't do it that way, just give you 5.
I don't know how to do it that way. All right, so I'm just going off top. Art Foundation, Harlem Heat, probably British Bulldogs.
Okay.
The Dudley Boys.
Yes.
Man, I said Legion of Doom.
No, glad you did.
Legion of Doom.
First of all, give them the real name. The Road Warriors.
Yes. Road Warriors. Yeah, Road Warriors. As far as single,
that's 4.
Man. Oh, there's only 4 tag teams? So, Harlem Heat, British Bulldogs, Art Foundation, the Dudley Boys.
Oh, you did say yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot it. My bad.
I was singles.
My bad, Joe.
Man. See, singles is crazy because there's so many, based on styles. Definitely, the legend, Rock, Stone Cold. I gotta put Bret the Hitman Hart on my list.
I knew that was coming because you
I gotta put Bret the Hitman Hart on my list. Then it's like it gets crazy because you got the technical wrestlers and all stuff. Like, I gotta put Chris Benoit on my list. You know what I'm saying? Like going off the technical wrestlers, I gotta put Chris Benoit. And then that 5 is hard, man, because there's so many. But
he put you in that cripple.
I gotta go with a cross. Probably the Undertaker. Impact, longevity. You know what I'm saying? He definitely is one of the GOATs. But even though this next name I'm about to say had a short run in WWE, WWF, but them couple years, his impact is still affected to this day. Razor Ramon.
Yes. Razor Ramon. There's only one other person that had a short impact, but a great impact. Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah, Ultimate Warrior had a great impact.
He was my favorite, but I knew he couldn't wrestle.
Yeah.
But his energy was like up there.
His
I remember
was fantastic.
That one WrestleMania, it took him like 3 years to run down to the ring. But he was flying. Everybody else took their time, and he was like, he revved the engine up. You heard the music. It was like, dun, 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 and he was like, oh shit. You just see the whole arena, and then you just see.
Yeah.
And I was just like, as a kid, I was just like, yo, how do you influence that bigger crowd in an outdoor stadium?
But wait, I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing about wrestling. Nobody ever realizes. Shawn Michaels has a lazy eye.
Yeah.
In real life.
Yeah.
You never see it in there when he was in the Rockers, when he was HBK. You never see it. But you watch him regular, that joint is everywhere.
So he actually talks about it
everywhere. What's he looking at?
Him and Triple H was doing this promo John where he was super kicking niggas like just in the ring, and then afterwards Trevor was like, yo, you kicked me fucking 2 times. He was like, yo, you know I got that thing. You know I got that thing. So, you know I got that thing. I thought you was somebody else.
Let me ask you something, right, about wrestling. Who's your top 5 guys when it comes down to promo?
When it comes down to promo, The Rock is number 1.
Okay.
After that, Stone Cold.
Okay.
Heartbreak Kid. Hulk Hogan. Mr. Perfect.
It's your top 5? Yeah. Okay, so I will go Rock, Flair.
I didn't want to name Flair because he got like 50 years.
I'm gonna go Rock. I'm gonna go Flair.
I don't go Flair because I put him on a different level of everybody.
I'm gonna go Stone Cold. I'm gonna go Randy Savage.
Yeah,
and then I'm gonna go Ravish and Rick Rude.
You know I love Rick Rude.
Rick Rude used to be like quiet while I take my shirt off. Yo, that shit.
That's true. That's true.
He was like, quiet, be quiet while I take my shirt off. Yo,
when he put the chicks' faces on his hands,
yo. He was diabolical.
He was top notch.
When he did that with Jake the Snake's wife, though, I was like, oh, he gonna kill him. He's gonna kill him in the ring.
Jake the Snake is probably the reason I have snakes.
Yo, Macho Man doing the fucking promo was a cross between Coke, which you like Coke, and steroids. Look, he was
but you know he kept that same character all the time.
Yeah, his whole
he was just like the Undertaker. Undertaker kept his character.
He only changed his character once.
So you little something about the Macho Man, dig it.
And then he started going back to, but he still kept the name. He was still the Undertaker.
Right, but he always stayed in character. Everybody tried to break him.
Oh, yeah, some questions.
Oh, yeah, we got questions.
We always get questions.
What's your favorite match of all time? For me, Razor Ramon versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 10. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
You must
say I'm a Razor Ramon.
No, he can't prepare for that.
That right there.
Let's go, Chico. Remember the fake Razor Ramon now?
Oh my
God.
Yeah, man. That motherfucker was cute.
Yo, one thing that showed me the most was when he would flick the toothpick in his
Yo, listen.
or do the drum.
Tell me whenever you ate something and pick your teeth out, you ain't flip that drum like I did that shit last week.
First of all, before that, I was like this. Y'all remember the smack with the gum with Mr. Perfect? What?
Yeah.
I was
Mr. Perfect.
I used to have
Mr. Perfect. You know who else I like too? That was nice with his promo videos. $1 Million Man, yo.
Yeah,
Ted DiBiase had some good joints, man. He had some good joints.
My man Booker T.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite low-key wrestler that didn't get a whole lot of shine, but you just liked it was just something about his character that was like, you know what? I fucks with him.
I got 2, and they both ECW wrestlers.
All right.
Okay.
Taz.
Yes.
And Sabu.
Okay.
Sabu was quiet. He ain't really say. That's all he did. Wrestling was amazing, man.
He ready to kill himself in that ring.
Like Sabu, Taz, and Rey Mysterio Jr. were 3 of the most entertaining wrestlers to watch in ECW at that time, man.
Even when for WCW, when they took Rey Mysterio mask, he became a whole nother. They started the LWO.
That Joker became a butch. Like I couldn't rock with Ray with the mask off. It's like put it back on. Put that shit back on, man.
What about the mystery? It was like it's broken down.
And then when he put it back on, I was like, it's not the same.
Bo was looking like he was looking like T.I. brother in ATL.
Like Evan Turner. Like in Ross. He was like, why is this man trying to hold my gaze? What is this?
Yeah, man. Nah.
The fact that y'all see his son though.
Oh, his son's pretty good. Remember?
Yeah, his son is okay. He's
not his dad.
He's definitely not his dad.
I mean, he's probably one of those wrestlers that, like you say, once in a lifetime type of wrestler. Like I used to like Lucha Libre stuff. Like my cousins would get on me. They were like, "You big as shit. Why you like Lucha Libre?" I said,
like you gonna participate?
Like I'm really gonna go and do something. No, I'm like so.
You know what's crazy? Every time I go to Mexico, I get told don't touch the wrestling mask. No matter who I'm with, don't touch the wrestling mask.
It's sacred.
Yeah, like I can't get it. No.
Sorry.
It's like a religion.
When I go to Mexico, I'm getting one.
I might go to Mexico and wear a Nacho Libre mask.
Why? Because you couldn't get one?
Yep. That's hate. Yes, I'm gonna hate.
I'm sitting there like the boy from Next Phase. I'm ask that word.
Well, sliding the ring in my ethics in this Mexican mask.
Yo, I'm still mad at myself for buying some ethicals. I am. Cause I gave my son money, right? I said, yo, I gave him like $20. He young boy. Him and my daughter go somewhere. And she give my man $5 to buy some drawers. I'm like, what's this? Oh, I ain't buy those, she did. My daughter was like, no, Dad, I gave him $5. First of all, you paid $25 for some drawers? Yeah. Why? You didn't have the sex, sir. And he bought them too big. Had the bacon ring around his jaw.
Oh, yo.
You need smalls. These are medium large, sir.
Yo, you said the bacon.
Not the bacon ring.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, son? Like, are you serious?
Like somebody balled them Jones up and
Come on, like, I don't put money in my son's hand no more. He's still mad at me. He's 16. I don't put money in his hand. He don't know how to spend it.
That's cool.
I'm like, do you know I take my clothes off for money?
Is that what it was? Because of what you did?
Yes.
How dare you embarrass this household?
Yes. Get some drawers that fit.
Like you were third generation fit draws. Draws that fit.
Exactly. First of all, my dad's 106 pounds. No. 106 pounds.
So
we both taller than him.
I wanted to ask you, through all the different mediums that you have done as an artist, do you think that's prepared you now for comedy life?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because it's the level of comfortability. Like I tell people when we do our open mics the first Wednesday of the month, it's called Poetic Laughter. So we do a poetry and a comedy open mic. Okay. And a lot of comedians or people who are inspired to be comedians, you know, they're like, what's the advice you got for us? And a lot of comedians that have been doing it don't like sharing experiences, like, well, fuck you gotta find on your own. I tell anybody that's interested in doing comedy, 90% of it is your confidence in getting on that stage. Yep. Because I don't give a fuck how funny you are or how many good jokes you write. If you're not confident in yourself when you're on that stage doing it, it's going to show. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The nervousness, all of that's going to show. Like, you have to be confident in yourself, even if you're trash. You got to be confident while you're on that stage to know, like, okay, I got this. Now I need to work on this. I need to work on that. You know what I'm saying? It's some people that be like, you see them in the barbershop or you see them at work and they funny. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, yo, you need to try comedy. Like, no, man, I'm good. And because the nervousness, the stage fright, they don't have that confidence. Like, so, some are only situational funny.
That you say that, I'm conversationally funny. Mm-hmm. And they'll tell you, but on stage, I feel like it doesn't carry the same weight because I have to develop a better set. Mm-hmm. I'm not bad, but I'm not as good as I know I can be. Mm-hmm. Because during conversation, we know what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's more funny that way. I'm learning to transition from having a conversation on stage with the crowd. Yeah. Set.
Yeah. I mean, but that's why I think it's important to, I know when I started doing comedy, much like yourself, I took a year and I just wrote.
Listen, the way y'all started, it's amazing and very similar. I was going to bring that up because he didn't start like the regular comics like probably you or myself.
I had to work on pace because I was on stage performing my comedy like I was rapping. So it was like I'm on stage and I hear a beat that's not there. So I'm like, yeah. So they came like I'm saying the jokes too fast.
I had to work.
Yeah, I remember I'm saying the jokes.
Remember comedy college? It was like, yo, slow down. Yeah, that's the first thing he says to me in comedy. Slow down. I'm like, oh, because I was just.
So I didn't want to forget my material, but I also wanted to get it out. So I'm like,
how much time I got? I learned, let the laughs carry.
Yeah, I remember when I did Resorts Casino AC, and I was nervous as hell. And I did like this is recently. You know what I'm saying? Like, mind you, like I'm years into this is recently. So I get the call like, yo, we want you to come down here. We want you to do a show. The first show, the 7:00 show, is your audition. If you do good at the 7:00 show, we're gonna bring you back for the 9:00 show. So I'm like, oh shit, like, yo, this is a big deal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for me to have started in the AC and now, like, I started in the open mics and bars and shit, and now I'm getting a call for the casino to do this. Like, this is a big deal. So I'm like, well, how much time I got? They're like, yeah, you got like, you know, like 10 minutes, like 10, 12 minutes. So I'm like, all right. So now I'm on this stage. You got all these people here, and it was like I'm trying to get as much material out as possible, but I'm not rapid with it like when I first started. But when I got done, like the crowd loved me. Everything I got done, the host was like, "How much time do you usually get when you do shows?" And I was like, well, it depends. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some shows you might get, if you want some guest spot shit, you might get like 5 to 7. You know, you a feature, you might get 10 to 15. You know what I'm saying? If you headline in the course, you want to get, you know, over 25 or whatever. So he was like, never worry about time when you come here. He was like, I can tell, like, you're used to being timed or whatever. He's like, your timing is perfect. They're like, your timing is perfect. He was like, but I want you to
downstairs.
I want you to relax more when you're on that stage. So when I did the second show, I was a lot more relaxed. You know what I'm saying? It flowed both ways, but I also had to explain to him like the way my comedy is with certain bits. Some are faster, some are slower. You know what I'm saying? And
either way, they're good though.
Yeah, either way.
They brought you for the. Then it was like they brought you back. So it was like that's the key. Hold on.
So
bring it back.
Come on. Listen, when I get off the stage after the first show, God was like, "I can tell you be writing," and I'm just like, "Yeah." And he was just like, "Yeah, you dope. A lot of comedians, they don't write. They just go on stage and just be talking bullshit."
So they're good writers. Mm-hmm. I'm good with improv.
Okay.
Writing, I suck. Even though they read my shit, they're like, "No, this good." Fuck y'all. I don't think it's that good. That's how I be feeling sometimes.
No, because it's one of those things of I don't think he is a natural. I think JT's a naturally charismatic person, and it comes across as that on stage. But I think he thinks that when he writes, doesn't come across that. Yeah. So just like, he's this good looking guy, and he's just talking. I was like, nah, man, this is funny. Yeah, I was like, bro, it's all right.
But I feel like I'm reading when I do it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's where you got to find that line between you're reading it because you wrote it. Yeah. You know it. But then you want to just let it flow naturally. So because I still struggle.
The funny thing is, when he remembered me, I was like, hey, you remember that? He was like, yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah, because here's the thing, like, it has to be, like,
it's something you didn't hear before.
Yeah, but it's also your personality and who you are as a person. So people hear Elijah the Barber, it's like they're associated, okay, it's the Barber comedian. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I don't know his material, I heard his name before. You know what I'm saying? Right. He's the comedian dude that's the barber. You're the comedian dude that's the stripper. You know what I'm saying? John is the comedian dude that's the fucking bus driver. Like, different people have these different things.
You're not going to talk about John being a swinger, though?
Yes, John. Like different people have those different things that stand out. So how I look at us comedians are going back to wrestling. We're fucking characters. You see what I'm saying? So it depends on what type of character you are on that stage. And I didn't really realize the character part until my daughters came to a show of mine. Yeah, that was a long ass night.
How old are your daughters?
Well, at the time, 17 and 15.
Yeah. Time out.
Now 18, 16.
They came, was it an adult show?
Yeah, it was an adult show.
So you want to let your minor child come? More than you can handle. Does not condone minor children coming to.
They came to the show. They came to the show because they was like, yo, you know, we trying to get some extra money. All right, well, y'all can serve the food. You see what I'm saying? So I gave him a job. I put him. But here's the thing, and I don't want to put this comedian out there, but I got to.
Say his name.
White man.
You gonna say his name?
Blackie White man. That's my man.
I'm sending him the link.
He scared the fuck out of my daughters. And he scared the fuck out of a lot of the people that was there. And it was my fault. Because it was my fault because I was asked to give him some time and I gave him some time because I didn't know his material was going to be what he went up there and did or whatever. So then it's just like
bringing back some memories.
My daughters was on some shit like, Dad, we feel uncomfortable with leaving, and they left. And it was like I got the backlash of that because it was like my wife was like, "Yeah, what the fuck happened at the show?" So now it was all put on me. Like I went up there performing. Then I start hearing backlash about some of my material, and then you hear them in the talk, and Dad went up there, he was talking about cheating on Mom, whatever. And it's like, that's when I had to talk to them and be like, yo, when I'm on stage, I'm the character. You see what I'm saying? I'm Elijah the Barber, I'm a character when I'm on that stage. When I'm home, I'm Dad. So I need y'all to understand that there's a difference. And that's when I really start looking at it like, yo, we're comedians, but for the people who are paying to be entertained, we're characters to them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, even when you think about the bigger name comedians, like Michael Blackson doesn't have that fucking accent in real life. Like, that's who he is when he's on stage. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just the difference.
Nigga from North Philly.
Yeah.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Philly. First of all, I've seen him in some shady places.
Whoa.
He's been in places where I was at before I did comedy.
He was working?
Yes. Now, let me say this. You know what the smart part about that was? All of the XX chromosomes were there. For y'all that don't know, the women, the real ones that were born with vaginas. So
You
gotta break it down.
yeah, you gotta break it down. You do. You gotta break it down now. So all the women were at the shows. My man had his own little section, almost like this, half the size, in a semicircle. Women. He's been at 3 different shows in Delaware. Okay. Then the one I've seen him in so many places, but I've never actually introduced myself to him before I ever did comedy. Broke my hand. Somebody take me to a show in Fort Lauderdale. He was at. I seen him in South Philly. Seen him at TGI Fridays in Delaware. Nothing but a semicircle of women. But being at my events ain't nothing but women. Smart place to go. And I tell my homies that, which his family do what I do. So yeah, I finished.
Shit, I was.
But his older cousin is the reason that I got into it.
Like, yeah, we've been fucking digging ball swinging for years.
His cousin don't well out. He said it wasn't
like, his cousin put me on and shit.
Now, they ain't put me on, but I seen him and I was like, this nigga still dancing? Know how long ago that was? I was 13.
I just got one question, man. When y'all be getting ready, y'all niggas be like wrestlers, like, yo, put some baby oil on my back. Like, y'all ever do that shit?
He mad he had to cut grass for olive oil. And no, we have women that'll come oil our back.
Okay, that's what's up.
All right?
That's what's up.
Because I don't want no man touching me.
Yeah.
And my wood is on wood. All right? Okay? No. But in all honesty, I still have a problem getting ready to this day. And I've been doing this 11 years. I still have a problem getting ready. You know why? Because we'll be in a room like this, bunch of guys walking around talking. I'm in the corner. Yeah. Watching my video with my earphones in. I learned to get earphones. Then come up and want to talk to you. Dudes been there talking. Yeah. You know the joint out there? Yeah. Yeah, she
No.
Yeah, they be in there talking.
No,
Yeah.
I don't talk.
The joint out there, yeah, she got all this bread on the table. Don't forget that one. I'll be like, no, I'm good.
So
Don't talk to me while I get ready as a man.
Don't talk to me while you getting ready.
That's my point.
Like, no.
Somebody came and interrupted me one day. I was ready to fight. I almost swashbuckled. I had my sword ready. Came out. I did because I was in Onyx when Onyx was Onyx.
yeah.
I had 2 of the girls that worked at Onyx. They were only oiling me down. However, looking at them, the soldier raised. So I had the flag up. I'm in there getting oiled down. One of the dudes came and was banging on the door playing around. When I ran out that joint, where are you at? Where are you at? My man was like, yo, what the hell's wrong? I was like, yo, nigga playing, I'm trying to get ready. I was mad. I was ready to fight with a rock hard wee-wee. Listen, I don't ever want to fight with a rock hard wee-wee.
Yeah,
Because you don't interrupt me, first of all.
That's like fighting somebody butt naked. Like,
Almost. I mean, if I'd have hit him in his eye, he had a black one. I'm just saying.
I was like, you know what? It's not that serious.
Listen, I was ready to step into his hooks, knock him to sleep.
Like, you got that, bro.
Put his blanket on.
I was
Imagine you getting some head and somebody interrupts you. How y'all gonna feel? Y'all gonna want to fight or not?
I'm on.
And there's some good head.
I want to finish.
Dog,
I'm gonna probably cuss you out, but I'm not.
I'm not getting up with my pants around my hips.
But it's too late if the girl stops. What if they stop?
And the nigga just still standing there. And
No, he ran away playing around.
First of all, I just think that like
It's so
like running up on somebody with a hard on
Yeah,
trying to fight.
No, banging on the
You know
door.
what
I'm
Like,
just saying.
like,
I
you got
couldn't
three
help
arms out like that.
Almost. That's weird as shit. First of all,
You just sitting there getting topped off, nigga running in the room. He just like, yo, what's up? You like, what's up? Nigga, what do you want? What do you want? Like you see how
just imagine being in the stall. You in there.
Motherfucker banging on the door.
I'm saying. What
I
if
never
like,
forgot that.
what if that nigga interrupted you and then you just raised up on Bull and Bull was like, well, let me get next. You be like, whoa, nigga, like what
That's a kick in the chest.
That shit is crazy. That shit.
More than you can handle. We support everyone, even the alphabet community, LBGT 1, 2, 3, whatever it is. We support you.
So
we're straight. We in the closet. We're not coming out.
So since we're talking about exactly. Fuck me up for a second. So since we're talking about characters, like you said, you play a character on stage. You're different on stage. I always felt as though that I'm not doing that. I'm literally the same person I am on stage and off stage.
I think it's for me. It's definitely a lot of parallels. Like, you know, there's real stories, there's real life situations with family, with the barbershop, all of that stuff. But then it's also the entertainment factor. You know what I'm saying? There's the fictitious stuff. And I think the beauty of the art part of comedy when you're a storyteller is when the people that even know you are like, did that really happen? You know what I'm saying? And they're coming to you, like I just did a show in Spring City, PA, and it was one of the first shows in a minute where people was coming up to me talking about different bits. Like I have a bit where I talk about Conspiracy Kenny, the guy who comes in the barbershop and makes a conspiracy about anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you eat mayonnaise, my man, is a sandwich with mayonnaise on, talk about mayonnaise. What mayonnaise? Who they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Who's cousin? Miracle Whip. You know what I'm saying? Who's they whipping? Stay woke. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, people be like, yo, I gotta do it in my shop that do the same shit or whatever. He be making conspiracies. And then Ali, the oil man, the dude who gotta explain everything that he's selling on oils, incense, CDs, and how to spark plugs. Like all this different shit that.
Where the spark folks come from?
Exactly.
Somebody that always got
There's always somebody who comes in the shop that does these things. So it's like people are able to relate to it. And what people have to understand with comedy, it's not always about being the gut busting funniest dude. Sometimes it's about the relatability. The things that you're talking about that people can relate to. You see what I'm saying? So like even you doing what you do, you can go on stage and you can tell stories about being a stripper. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about MILFs and GILFs and all of them trying to tip you and all this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Chick tried to sit up there and give me them old grandma candies as a tip. Shit like that. Like it's all kinds of.
I never used that.
Thinking about Werther's original.
Yeah, Werther's original. You know what I'm saying? She gave me $40 and then Werther's original. You know what I'm saying? Like,
first of all, €40. So you're gonna give me 40 anything, it better be euro.
So it's like you have these different experiences and these different stories and things that you get to go into. And the thing about it is you never know how it affects the people that are there. Because I feel like as a comedian, our job is get on that stage, rock out regardless if it's 22, 202, 2002, how many people is there? Mm-hmm. Our job is to make the people who came to the door feel better walking out that door than they did come in. Because we don't know what they went through. Like, it was a chick, she was here in Philadelphia, and she went to the train station to go commit suicide. And before she went to walk off the rail, she was scrolling on Facebook, and she happened to see a bit of OCDs, and it made her laugh, and it changed her mind. And she contacted him and, sent him a message like, I was thinking about killing myself, but I seen your comedy, and it made me change my mind. So we never know who we affect with our comedy. You know what I'm saying? I got a joke about losing my father. And the joke is like, we got to take lots of pictures. Tomorrow's never promised. I actually lost my father on the way here tonight. And everybody's like, I'm sorry, whatever. Like, no, he's still alive. He was in the car behind me. I made it right. He stayed straight. And everybody goes crazy. But the night I did it, I'm at this spot. The owner comes with her husband, and the husband's dad just died that night. And I'm like, damn, do I do that joke? Is it too soon? You know what I'm saying? So I open up with the joke. And when I say it, dude's like, oh my God, because he just lost his dad literally that night. So when I hit it, the punchline, he was like, "Oh man, you an asshole, man! I'll come up there, give you a hug." Then he starts laughing, and I do my set. When I'm done my set, he comes up to me at the end. He's like, "Look, man, thank you for doing that joke. I needed that. I had to why this work. That's what I'm saying. But you never know what people going through, man."
I've had to tell somebody.
I've learned that overall, just doing stuff. Period.
That's gonna be a good one. I gotta tell you now.
If you were a stripper, what would your name be for everyone except JT?
You already know.
I
know you saw
I
it.
see it.
If I was a stripper,
I'm gonna tell you this: you can still use the same name because nobody would have it. However, all of your sets should be geared towards you coming out. Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
I was just thinking the same.
I know you were thinking that.
I was thinking.
I know that. But all of your stuff should be like your head. It should be specific to you because nobody can copy that.
What's a good amount of stage time when starting out? I think it depends on where you at. To me, we're gonna have a 3-minute set, and then we're gonna have a 5-minute set. Because when you come to places like Philadelphia, they're gonna give you 3 minutes.
Shit, they give you 2.
You know what I'm saying?
You get 2 impossible. Well, open mic, we give you 5 to 7.
But it all depends on what mic you go to.
Yeah, depends on what mic you go to.
Because I know you starting out in the poetry and the rap, you can go to those mics and get like 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and they'll just let you rock out whether you're funny or not, just because they want to hear something different.
Yeah, like for me, when I came to Philly, I actually did 2 shows in Philly before I ever did a Philly open mic. So it was a different type of adjustment because when I was in AC, they was like giving me 10 minutes because they were doing hip hop and R&B. They weren't thinking about comedy. So if you letting these dudes get 3 songs, might as well get 10 minutes, exactly. So I was doing 10-minute sets or whatever. And then when I started going to other open mics, they were like, "All right, you got 5." You know what I'm saying? So I went from doing 10 and 15s back down.
I feel like you regressed.
Back down to 5. So when I came to Philly, I did like 2-3 shows where I was getting like 10 to 15 minutes. Then it's like, all right, now you go to open mics. They're like, "Yo, you're only getting 3 at Punchline, and we hit you with the light at 2." So I was like, "Ooh!" That's when timing and the wittiness and all of that. Like when I first started, I kind of had to go back to that a little bit, whatever, right? Because it's kind of like with 3 minutes. If you got a bunch of slick, quick one-rounders, you can get them out, or you got to have that 1 story or maybe 2 stories that you can do, and the punchlines have to sit up there and hit
within
or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They got to sit there and hit. So I did Punchline. I went to Comedy John. I never did the other John, JJ. Or JJ. I never did JJ's or whatever, but I was doing, I had
they just give you 5 minutes though.
Okay, but I heard of it. I never did it, but I did. Punchline. I did Comedy John, and then I started going to Delaware, like Cool J's.
Oh wait, we love Cool J's. The only reason we don't do Cool J's now is because they was on Thursday.
And they moved to Tuesday.
Yeah. But
I haven't been there since they've been. I was
open mic on Tuesdays now.
So I don't know if they still do it.
They still do it.
I don't know if they still do it the same format. But when I went to Cool J's, they started you off the first time you went. They gave you like
3 minutes.
Yeah, they like 3.5 minutes, and then every time you went back, they gave you more time.
Shout out to Cool J's because we've been there. I've even went to some of their showcases. Yeah, and like I tell them, we got show up to the showcase. They'll give you a guest spot. You know what I'm saying? Because we mess with Major, we mess with Marvin, and all of them. You know what I'm saying? Legal D because they give some good feedback.
And that's the other part I liked about that mic.
Yeah, the feedback of that mic.
The feedback they gave me helped me write. Trim the fat on the Chinese store joke, and then it kind of helped me walk into the joke I do about panhandling, and it even helped me write my comeback.
That's a good question.
This is the first one the word you can handle. We have
the toughest crowd.
We have our guests reading all the questions and answering.
Yeah. What cities had the toughest crowd you perform at? That's interesting. Probably Texas.
What made Texas that tough?
So Dallas, Texas was cool. Mesquite, Texas was tough because everybody that came was from somewhere different. So you had like some people that was from Dallas, some people was from Arlington, people was from Chicago, some other people was from New Orleans.
New Orleans ain't that far.
People from Philly and Jersey. But the people from Chicago, they were tough to impress because when people go to comedy shows, they have different expectations. So people who are fans of comedy and love it and they want to go out to a comedy show and have a good time, enjoy themselves, they're not worried about who they coming to see. It's just I'm here to laugh.
Make me laugh.
The people that were there at the Texas show that were from Chicago, there was a group of them. They coming in with minks and all this other shit. So they like, who am I gonna see that's famous up in here? Who I'm gonna see that I seen on TV before? You see what I'm saying? So now it's like when they see nobody they know, it's like,
oh, I gotta send them another way. Like, you won't see me doing comedy.
This ain't who I expect. I thought I was gonna see Kevin Hart or Lil REL. You see what I'm saying? So those type of artists is tough.
Ain't gonna be a mistake.
I think Union, New Jersey, like because I'm from South Jersey. So when I did North Jersey, North Jersey was different because the pace is different. North Jersey and New York is more
pace is the same.
Faster pace.
Okay.
They want you up in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like they like you doing the crowd. Look at this nigga with the ugly ass shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like they like that when you up north. Baltimore, when we auditioned for Tina Graham and them, Baltimore was cool. But what I didn't like, and it was the first time I experienced this, being in a theater, the crowd is blacked out, and you just have the spotlight on you. You can't see. You can't see the crowd at all. So you have to make those type of adjustments. And when you're on those type stages, you have to black the crowd out and not try to do crowd interaction material and just treat it as if you practicing in the bathroom doing your best material that don't involve crowd interaction.
I have a question about that.
That's how punchline.
Do you hear them?
The competition.
Do you hear the crowd? Do they laugh?
You hear the crowd, but it's weird
because you can't see it.
Because you can't see it. So we go down there. Me and my homie Grizzly, we go down there, and
that's your road dog.
That's my
shout out.
So yeah, my man Grizzly. Shout out my man Grizzly. So we signed the list, and they scrambled the list. So we were like 13, 14. They bumped me up to number 2. They put him down to number 22. So
Fergie's.
But see, they put me number 2 because I got a co-sign from Broadman from Martin. So Tina Graham was like, I want to hear what this dude Elijah the Barber is doing. You know what I'm saying? So they bumped me up on the list. So I go second. I do like 3:40, 3:45, something like that. They told us that we had 4 minutes. And then when we got there, they said we had 5 minutes. And then they said we could do whatever when we got there. But before, they told us it had to be clean. So my stuff was clean. I said, I'm going to just keep my stuff clean. I get up there and it's like, damn. It's like bright as hell. I'm up here feeling like a piece of turkey bacon. I can't. I'm getting cooked on this joint. I can't see the crowd, but whatever. I'm confident in my material. Do my shit, boom, boom. Then you also realize different regions, the lingo's different. Okay. So some shit that you might say in Jersey and Philly that niggas would get and laugh at,
you might not get it outside.
So you gotta explain it. You gotta say it. You gotta explain it.
So the lingo was a little different. So with certain shit, I was like, oh, they don't get it.
Because not everybody know John.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's you know what's funny seeing Chris Rock, watching a lot of documentaries and stuff, and seeing Chris Rock in every city he goes to, he gets the local newspaper.
And Netflix special.
And he listens, like, you know, he listens to like the local radio show and everything.
Yeah, I remember that.
To really like get a feel for every, like when the limo would pull up, he had a newspaper and he had the local radio station on to hear like the local news and stuff in whatever city he was in to be up to date and to be able, like you were talking about, be relatable to the people that he's talking to.
Yeah.
And it's just like homework. I mean, it's just like before, you know, pre-crowd work. I like to talk to the people in the joint. Most of the time, people don't know that I'm a comedian until they're like, "Oh, 22 times," and I'm walking on stage.
Let me talk about how you set me up. We get on the radio station, right? He was like, "Yo, I got +1. It's me."
Hey, yo.
Because
we play so much. So he was like, "Yo, you need 3 minutes of clean material." All right, cool. 3 minutes, right? Remember I said that, 3 minutes. We get to the radio station. He go up there and do about 15, 16 minutes of comedy. Negro, I gotta follow you after doing 15, 16 minutes. You said 3 minutes!
That's crazy.
I did about 5 minutes of clean comedy. But the thing is, you don't know what you're coming into.
Yeah.
They only tell you one thing,
You gotta
but
listen.
it's going to always change. You just got to be able to adjust.
Yeah,
so what I did, it was no crowd there, really.
Mm-hmm.
So he did all his work, no crowd, just boom, I'm going to work on it.
Mm-hmm.
He's going for a reaction to us in the background, which it was good. Same thing I did. All right, you have some crowd work a little bit, talk a little bit of sugar, honey, iced tea, then do some clean stuff. And it worked. Remember how I gave my poem?
Yeah, well,
Instead of coochie hair, I called it lady hair.
Which is funny.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, let me end this off with this poem because what do you get in the podcast? We do poetry. So I read lady hair. I didn't even read it. I just knew it. I'm gonna put lady hair in front of coochie hair. They just sitting there like, you play too much.
Yo, that's funny.
But the best part about it was other folks that were there for the radio show were some of the ladies from the Buns and Basketball event that's coming up in Philly. And they loved it.
Yeah. That's just some good questions.
That's
so to name your Netflix special. Well, I named my special that's on YouTube. It's called Elijah the Barber Cutting Up. You can go watch that when you're done on this.
She'll watch it.
If I had a Netflix special, and I had to put how many comedians on it? You said 4. If I had to put 4 comedians on my Netflix special with me, I would probably put Brian Simpson, Lil REL. We talking big name comedians. These are the guys I'm going with.
Do you know them?
No, I don't know them. Okay. I'm just saying, if it's a Netflix special and I get to pick who I want to put on the joint with me, Brian Simpson, Lil REL, if he was still alive, David A. Arnold, and then probably Ali Sadiq.
You know, put your guy on?
No, I'm saying if we going big names.
It ain't got to be big names.
No, it don't got to be big names. But I'm saying if I was doing it with names that's already out, like let's say that
so you host it or you headline?
I'm a host.
Okay.
I'm hosting
Smart guy.
I'm hosting that. Now, if we talking about like my guys, 4 people that I know, of course, my man Grizzly, like he would do. He's on my.
That's
special.
your partner in crime.
He's on my special now. OC. Damn, I would have to have a female on it, so I would probably go my girl Chica Loca, and then 4th, because I think this dude is dope. I mean, he a vet, but he a dope, and I really respect him, and I think he just needs to be put in the right position. I'm putting Funny Mike on it. I'm putting Funny Mike on there. So that would be the 4 that I would do on that. But then it says your roast special. Who would you want to roast you? Shit. Diddy Live.
Diddy always got something funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to Diddy Live.
Chi. Diddy Live, Chi. I would go with
Who knows you the best?
who knows me the best? Probably OC. Yeah.
So put OC on there. If he know you the best,
If he knew you the best.
he gotta roast you the best.
OC would definitely go on there. John Phillips, he was roasting me downstairs.
We know.
You know what I'm saying?
If John know you, he gonna get you.
John.
Oh, she said that's for everyone to answer.
Everyone answer. Go ahead.
I must say, I guess I'll go.
Go ahead.
If I had to
wrap it up
have
with
a
this.
roast, let's see. It'll definitely be these 2 because me and him, like when I was going through what I went through in the hospital, I probably stayed in contact with him the most. Swanee put me on my first show, so he's been with me through my comedy journey. I would have to probably say just somebody I know that's good at what they do.
Get the fuck on camera.
I'm about to say, we were just talking about you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only funny John Phillips. This is what we're talking about.
The aforementioned.
The show's still on?
First of all, why aren't you cussing?
It's a Christian show?
Yes.
Not what you hoes.
Why we gotta be hoes?
We
got great curly hair.
Yeah, I survived a good gang boy life. I've never been in the streets, but I act like I was in it.
And I gotta put Little Brother on. Legacy.
You know what? I thought the same thing.
I gotta put Little Brother on because
What's the topic?
We gonna get to it. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Swan.
Ooh, well, one of my best friends, Marquise. He's not a comedian, but he knows me the best, and that nigga said something.
Has he seen your penis?
What?
Oh.
That was a wild
What was the question?
Exactly.
It was a,
He didn't answer that. See how he didn't answer?
There's 2 questions. One was if you was to do a Netflix special, who would you have on it? You know what I'm saying? I think what 4 comedians would you have on it with you? And then the other one was if you had a roast.
I'm answering the roast.
He's answering the roast.
I'm answering the roast right now. Yeah, my friend Marquise.
You owe that nigga something.
Huh?
You owe that nigga something.
No, I don't. Cause
Everybody will mention somebody they don't really fuck with. I never heard of Marquise ever in my life. I know you don't. Nigga like, yeah, you know I live in this Marquise, man. Marquise, my man. Yeah, fuck Marquise, man. Fuck you, Marquise. I don't know why you picked your ass. No, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, this abrasive Negro just walked in here.
Fuck with Marquise.
Who else you got?
Motherfucker drinks to get stronger. No, RC, Legacy,
Legacy who?
Legacy.
The referee? You don't even know that nigga, man. That's little brother. Come on. Nah, fuck with Legacy. Who the fuck did you pick?
He picked you, nigga.
I had you on my list.
That's what made it funny.
Because you popped up.
Who coming up the steps? It's my guy right here.
My 4, honestly, would be pretty much my brother. No, I'm sorry, my cousin. Not even my brother. My cousin Steph, called nigga Stiz. That's the nigga that helped me when I shit on myself. Remember I told you that story?
What?
That's a long.
Wait.
So he helped me when I shit on myself.
While you was working?
No.
I just said this nigga was shit.
that's the.
I'm gonna say my comedy brothers, and I would have to put 2 Ray in there because he always got some shit to say.
Yo.
You spending them $triple. I would buy a nigga drink.
No, it's
$triple.
cool to put.
But I would put John in there as a special guest because we know we have the same circle of friends.
Why don't you say we'll be in?
He's a swinger. I'm swinger adjacent.
Hey, yo.
I'm in a good Christian group. We read on Thursdays and
on Sundays. All right.
This guy crazy.
I put my dick in mouth. I'm just saying.
Was the show over though?
that shit was fire though.
I heard.
That shit, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, yeah. So what are we doing? Are we doing? You doing next Monday or?
No, you going to next.
Yeah, you do next.
Oh, you doing? Oh, you got to interview.
Yeah, I got it.
Porn star.
I don't interview porn, so that's not my
The
job.
fuck are you?
I do.
Like, you ain't man. What's her name?
Revive.
It's not what you think. It's not what you think. So, John, since you're here, if you had a roast, who would be the 4 people you picked to roast you? They don't have to be comedians. Who would be the 4 people?
I gotta pick my mentor and the dopest comedian I ever met in my life, Talent from New York.
Okay, I didn't know that was your mentor.
That's my mentor.
He knows some little fucker that.
But he knows a lot of
That's
shit
shady
about.
shit.
Oh, he knows a lot of shit. Oh,
Dang! I'm about to inbox Talent.
don't do that.
How you know this nigga and he know this nigga? Wait a minute.
My sister in comedy. She's my sister in comedy, and she's the dope fucking woman in the world. Chanel Renee.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been to her clean show.
Yeah, she's dope.
All she does is clean show.
One thing about Chanel Renee, we both been through some shit like losing parents and all
I've
types of
seen
shit. But one thing about her, I'll hit her up and like, yo, get your shit together. She'll hit me up like, yo, you being lazy. It's like that's when you're in comedy, you need people to push you that because you can go in that hole.
Yeah,
you be like, man, this shit ain't working, man. Man, fuck this, or you know what I mean? It's like, yo, you need a woman. That's why people need women, and that's why there's killing going on in the world because niggas live with niggas. Oh,
and they like dookie holes.
Yeah,
they
they fuck with the Duke shoot, and I don't do
Sometimes you need a woman touch.
It's so much of a circle that I have, brother.
You're only picking 4.
4. So I got that's 2 right
That's
there.
two.
That's 2. Okay. I go Jermaine Jones. Yeah, he's an asshole like me.
No, first of all, I'm not fucking with him. He said it was gonna be strippers at our show. I ain't like that. Male strippers.
But you're a male stripper.
No. He was saying it's gonna be male strippers for our kink. I ain't like that. Then he asked somebody how to get on the show. He never talked to me.
All right, let's not make this about you.
I'm recording.
Yes.
He never asked me, but somebody told him.
We got. This motherfucker one person. Let me tell you. Wow.
We got one more. Go ahead. We got one more. Fuck that. You can send him this too. Sure. That's his friend.
A roast? You gotta go family member, man.
Alright.
My sister that's on drugs. She on that good crack. she got some stories. That bitch on that.
So she got the loose jaws?
No, she on it.
She do?
Yep,
What's her number? How much money you got?
She sold
She how functioning?
She sold the refrigerator last week. I'm telling you, my sister.
She how functioning?
But my thing is, my sister. One thing about my sister, crackhead is funny.
Yes.
That's true.
Damn, is this a podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit!
We about to
I'll say the end of it when you showed up. I'll say that.
But I would have her because you have to have a family member that's, no matter what her habit is, she's a funny individual.
Okay.
And you gotta have somebody that know you from all your years. She told me, I gotta tell all folks. No, bitch, no, you don't, because ain't nothing going on about me. You like, hey, maybe you got beat up at the corner. I don't know anybody, hey.
Wait on the bus.
I won that fight. No, you got fucked up. You was crying for me. So, yeah, if I had a roast, that would be,
Just so y'all know, as our audience, this is John Phillips. One of the funniest guys in Philadelphia. I'm not going to say up and coming. He's here. Okay?
He's here.
No, I've been rocking out, man, but I appreciate y'all guys for having me because you're really fucking dope.
Listen, he's one of the hosts for the Monday night open mic at Ladder 15. Him and also 22 times. They alternate weeks. But he's hosting next Monday just like he did this Monday. He brought some amazing comedians. All right. We give credit where credit is due. Here, more than you can handle. I've been drinking. My bad.
Nigga, you got 6 kids? Well, you pull out game fucking hard. You just shoot endings.
First of all, don't say it like that because I doubled you on the biological tip.
How many kids you got?
Huh?
Say what?
What happened?
Hey,
and how many times you didn't pull out? And they kept the babies.
That's what you want to do. Because you're greasing yourself the fuck up. You gotta stop doing that.
Just time out. I don't have no
greasing up for these bitches.
I don't have no stripper babies. We can't use that. You gotta say pony. I like that one.
I'm not saying pony.
And on that note, this has been another episode of More Than You Can Handle podcast. It's your boy RC, aka the one that likes
the biggest freaks ever. This is 6'8" ass nigga. And I'm sorry I'm doing this shit. I would not probably they might won't fight me back. Playing with clips and shit all fucking day.
Crash the outro, bro.
Sorry,
That's crazy.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Dwight. What was you saying?
My name is 22 times the blue collar worker.
Oh, you fucking whore.
Not today.
This will be the end of one.
JC the comedian, also known as Wanted, the Mel Exotic.
Say what?
She's still your girl. I'm gonna pee on that feet. But
Don't forget about the show.
and our show June 1st. Or you can handle with a king. It's BYOB. We'll be in Fishtown. Can't give you the address to you.
And I will be there rubbing on areolas because they AKA don't wait. Time out. I guess this is one of our guest spots. If the fuck he said that and he gonna be there, he will be one of our guest spots. Okay. But I will say this, y'all motherfuckers is dope and keep doing y'all thing, bro.
Well, thank you very much, sir.
No, real shit. Y'all
we
keep
love the
doing
love.
your thing,
We love the
man.
love. So, Elijah the Barber, our special guest. Give your handle.
Man, fuck Elijah,
Tell them where they can find you, where they can see you.
TikTok, Instagram, all of that. Elijah the Barber, 856-609. You can Google Elijah the Barber comedy. It all comes up.
He a hoe.
Now, Mr. John Phillips.
John Phillips for real. You know, and for you old bitches, I'm John A. Phillips. on Facebook. You know, I'm trying to get my life together and get my life
on
to Christianity.
on Black Planet.
And I'm on a dumb front farm.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas on Christian music.
Not so Christian.